Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Nürburgring. Today is Thursday, the 17th of February. Yes, I hope you all are having a wonderful day, year, month. Everything is going well, that you also are extremely excited for the season to start. But first of all, today is Thursday. I'm gonna tell you immediately it's going to be sort of a content filler vlog, but also a very important one, for a very interesting one, hopefully, for the older people among you, in terms of like older audience, because let's do a throwback. The reason for that is, so yesterday I already posted a video that M2 got picked up, and it was the very first car of Apex fleet, and it marked yesterday actually the 5-year anniversary that I arrived to Germany to start working on Apex together with Robert. And actually a few days before that I already got a couple of other reminders from Facebook and Instagram of the things that I was doing 5 years ago. That was extremely excited, making the announcements about Apex. And I was thinking like, okay, this week we should talk about the Throwback Thursday, and then all of a sudden yesterday the M2 video came up, so we did that. So I want to kind of look back at the things that have happened in the last 5 years. Has it been 5 years already? Yeah, it has been. Time flies. It's crazy, right? Well, the last 2 years feel like one single year, so but let's not talk about it. No, we will talk about that. So it's interesting because I remember still like 5 years ago, like a day of yesterday, when I was still in talks with Robert about the plans and visions that we had for Apex, and one of those typical like questions that someone would ask someone, in this case Robert asked me like, so where do you see us in 5 years? And I think that's a question I would like to answer, if where we are right now is something that I could have imagined. The answer I gave him back then, I remember correctly, I said like, listen, I cannot tell you the exact amount of cars, the exact amount of people we're gonna have working with us or for us, or I don't know exactly, but my vision for Apex is that it is going to be an iconic place that people should know of. So back then, and still nowadays, everyone knows, for example, of Piston Klause, the very famous steak on stone restaurant when you think about the Nürburgring. And this is something that I wanted to achieve for Apex as well, that people would know that place. And have we succeeded? I know you are going to say, well, yeah, of course, because we know about you. But if we look further, if we look like beyond social media, then I know that a lot of people still haven't heard of Apex. But I think we are getting there. What I want to say is that I'm definitely happy where we are right now with what we have, and what we have, things that are actually coming, so that hopefully this year is actually going to be as good as we imagined. That we have now some hurricane warning or something, but that we're gonna get back to normality, to the levels of 2019, so to say. Ooh, some interesting BMWs driving past. Are those? Yeah, those are i4s. Interesting. Maybe some press event happening. But what I want to say mostly is that let's do a quick throwback when it comes to the things that have happened. So 2017, as mentioned, came to Germany. It was mostly important to build up Apex. Like the first few months, it was really rebuilding the house, rebuilding the barn, and even the barn was only finished at the end of 2017. But when I look back at it, when I was looking back in the last few days through the old footage, old material, I look back at it like with a lot of joy and happiness. It was a really great time. It was time of, you know, we just have to do this shit. Let's get this done. Let's push through. Diana and I were working at Atomic because Apex building was not finished, and we needed to have some office, so Atomic provided us with one desk office space. So that's where we would be doing like all the car bookings, etc. And then in the evening we would drive to TF Car Park and also do some business there. And those were like 20-hour working days sometimes, but there was so much push, so much drive, so much excitement behind it that we just kept on going. It was extremely great and fun time when I look about it. You can see me smile when I think back of it and talk about it. It was amazing time, without like over exaggeration. And We had the Sub 7 Up, my first track car, the project car for the Nürburgring, so to say. Amazing, lots of many great memories linked to that as well. It's been an absolutely great year, but everything moved so fast and so many great things happened, but nothing could prepare us for what would happen in 2018, because all of a sudden we decided, you know, to make a bid for the ring taxi license. Now, a quick short overview. Taxi license is being offered to 4 companies, and you get the license for 3 years. So knowing back then, we had a very big dilemma of thinking like, are we ready for this? We've been only 1 year in business, even less. Are we going to able to cope with that, with all of that? But the issue was like, again, you get the license for 3 years. Are you going? The thing that I said to Robert, like, listen, I believe that the issue that we're gonna have is, of course, we might have a struggle with the extra workload that we're gonna get by getting a license. But I think we're going to hate ourselves more next year or the year after when we become bigger, and then we know, like, it would be great to have a taxi license, and then we have to wait another year or maybe more or whatnot. And the decision was made to make a bid, and you all know how that went. We got the license. We started with McLaren 720S and the BMW M3, the F80 back then, fairly stock with some Shermer mods. And without a doubt, it was extremely overwhelming. It was completely like, it was like a business on its own that we had to start while we were still finessing and like fine-tuning the dynamics of Apex itself, the rental business and the hotel. So it was extremely crazy. Like the feedback that we would get from people, and it was extremely overwhelming on a good way, but it added lots of workload. On top of that, my YouTube channel started to take off more. It was not as crazy as it has been in 2020, for example, or every summer nowadays. But I was getting some, how should I call it? Some, like, it was getting more famous and more requests were coming in. And one of the bigger projects was the Audi, the What's Up Audi show that I was casted for, and I got the project, and it was very interesting. We just arrived at Apex, by the way. Right, where was I? Yeah, 2018 was getting busier, which like even continued to 2019, which was the craziest year of my life, probably, now that I think of it, or think back of it, because I was saying yes to everything. We had various media shows. The What's Up Audi was still going on. We had a TV show with Philip. Many shoots. We had all the other small projects. We had Apex blowing up with Apex Taxi, Apex Media, filming for other events, etc, etc. It was such a crazy year. I might say that I might even have burnt out by then. Definitely by the end of the year, it was like really close to going completely crazy. And this was actually also the reason why I said, like, okay, I need a break. I want to do also something else, because I don't think I can continue doing this. I don't know if I want to be doing this all the time. And that's when I decided to go to work for Rimac Automobili. And I was extremely excited to do it. I was extremely hyped to do it, to work for the best hypercar company in the world. And yeah, then 2020 came. It was not as planned as I wanted it to go, well, for everyone in the world probably. But the other thing that changed is that as I was coming back to the Nürburgring every couple of weeks, I realized that leaving from here was getting a lot harder than with every time. It was a lot harder. So I knew that how much I was loving this place, actually more. I started to love this place more than I was actually not loving in 2019, and understanding the values, the beauties of it. And then, of course, at the end of 2020 in September, I made the decision to come back here permanently, to unfortunately quit my job at Rimac and come work here full-time, which was, I think, a very good decision. I'm very happy with it as now, and especially 2020 has shown me the values of the small things, of the important things, of not try to chase every single brand deal imaginable, to go crazy, to say yes to everything, to try to like play this YouTuber game of buying the fanciest car, etc. And you know that, you know what I mean. 2021 continued throughout this whole, like, I kind of continued with that, to actually enjoy what I'm doing by doing laps and sharing that with you. And I think it paid off, because the YouTube channel was actually doing extremely well. I was able to do every single day a video and doing exciting videos. Of course, now in the winter we have a bit of a down of the content, but overall I think it's, when I balance out all the things, it's been quite a good journey, and I'm very happy where I am right now. Now, most importantly, last year has been a tremendous year when it comes to self-improvement. I decided to get in better shape. I decided to do something on my dental thing that is will be finished hopefully this year. I decided to still focus on the work, but not to make it my priority. Personal improvement was most important. Now, as of this year, we will definitely continue with the personal stuff, but I will definitely focus more on work now. So put my mind more on work, and you have seen already the first improvements. Adrian, new camera guy and editor, is coming in 2 weeks time to start working. We're going to improve the production quality drastically. Don't worry, we will still have the daily vlogs, we'll still have personal vlogs, but there's definitely room, as you could have seen on my channel, to have better videos and better quality videos. And I'm very excited to start to kick that off, and also to have Apex being part of it, to yeah, to bring you the best content from the Nürburgring, from Apex side, from TF Car Park, from Pancake side, from all the sides, to kick it off with that. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a filler vlog at this point, because to go over every single thing that we have achieved and done over the last 5 years is going to be quite crazy. I don't even know what to say, but I guess, yeah, I did not expect myself to be here 5 years ago, but I'm definitely really happy when I look at the progress that we have made with Apex, with the company, and also that I've made myself as a person to becoming a better person, not only on a professional level, but also on a personal level. At least I believe I have. At least I look better and I feel a lot better than I did back then. So yeah, I don't even know what should be the end of this video, because if you actually finished watching until now, then you definitely have something to say. So just say something in the comments, like, did you expect it to be back then? Are you a follower from the OG times? What do you expect from this year? I don't know, let me know. I am actually extremely excited right now, because I'll be going and doing something that I want to be sharing with you as of now yet, but you will find out in a month's time when I'll make a big announcement video, so to say. So I gotta go do now that, and okay, see you, have a good day, thanks for watching. Bye.